Okay, I got a question for you. Paylin said that she's not going to reveal her finances till after the debate. I mean, does she have a lot of money at this point? You know, as much as anybody has today, but does she, I mean, has she managed to amass a lot of money?
You mean personally?
Yeah.
Her personal finances, which she doesn't want to reveal till after the debate. I mean, when is the vice presidential debate? In a month? Can't be much longer.
October 3rd.
It's October 3rd, yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, whatever her personal finances are, it needs to be disclosed. It needs to be disclosed in a transparent, honest manner immediately and before the debate so they can discuss it if there's issues in there.
Right.
I don't know what her personal finances are. I know her husband works for British Petroleum on the North Slope.
Right.
They have a little in operation in Bristol Bay, so they make some money there. But, you know, I think she's been in politics, you know, Westfield mayor for several years, so I don't know what her finances are. But she needs to, regardless of what they are, you know, she needs to disclose.
There was also the question of her charging the state a per diem while she was effectively in her own home? For like...
Yes, she made this big deal when she became governor. Our previous governor, Frank Murkowski, who had been a senator, bought a private jet, a jet to fly around in as governor. And so she made this big deal about selling that jet when she became governor. So she can prove that she was fiscally responsible. But then, now we find out, and again, this is only after national media has been up here doing investigative research, we find out that she spent hundreds of days, almost half a year.
There's 300 days out of her term so far was spent at her own residence in Westfield.
Getting per diem.
Getting the state per diem. And here she is running around the country right now campaigning for McCain, getting paid as our governor. So I mean, there's a lot of questions like that. But the bottom line is, you know, we don't think she has the qualifications or the competency to be vice president, much less the president.
Well,
secondly,
you don't think the ability to see Russia from
the bedroom,
from wherever she's looking at is sufficient foreign policy experience? I think you're perhaps mistaken. No.
Perhaps too hard on her, I guess. I get it, yeah. Well, of course, you can see Russia from northwestern Alaska. But only from a couple of villages up there. But, you know, being able to see something ain't nothing.
I can see the Russian embassy from over here.
Yeah, right.
Was that a real picture of her?
Yes, that was a real picture of her.
Was that a real picture of her? The one where she's...
I don't know. I think that was her face put on someone else's body. I think that's
another lady.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, I think she's got a cute little face, but that's about it for me in terms of her. That's the only positive she has. She's cute.
Does she talk to the press in Alaska? Because she doesn't talk to the press when she's in the lower 48 here. She doesn't talk to them at all.
Yeah. Well, she did talk, you know, her degree in college was in journalism, so she has a media persona. She knows how to talk to media people and say nothing.
Yeah, right.
But certainly with the McCain campaign, she's been very heavily shielded from you guys and from all the media.
Yeah.
Except in a very scripted situation, and I think that's really a disservice to democracy, to be honest with you, as you guys know. She needs to come out and talk to people.
When she ran,
I really just hope her having, you know, she's a pretty face. It's so insulting to women that what we have as a vice presidential candidate is a woman who is only got a pretty face.
Well, no, just in terms of me trying to give her a check mark somewhere, that's the only thing I can come up with.
Oh, no, I'm not saying. I'm saying that her selection as a vice president.
Oh no, without question. No.
I mean, think of, you know, all that Hillary Clinton has done and Geraldine Ferrer, all these other women in politics that have worked so hard, and here what we have is this shell. You know, she's a woman, but she's a woman who hates women. Really.
Well, you're right. A woman who's been raped or been involved in rape, incest. I mean, she says, have the baby. That's the right thing to. Yeah, that to me is so far beyond anything.
Not understanding.
To me. I mean, I understand people being against abortion, but not in those cases. I can't quite accept that under any circumstances. And yet she'll defend that.
When she ran for governor, what kind of campaign did she run?
Well, it was sort of this populist phenomenon, you know, because it was in this era. And the last 2 years here in Alaska politics has been phenomenal because all these corruption trials have been going on. The FBI did this great little sting operation that caught state legislators and even federal legislators on the take, essentially, and some of them are already in jail. And so in this climate, it was really easy for a new populist to sort of run against the system. And people were desperate to have something different, and that's why Palin prevailed. But I will point out, she only won by maybe 15 or 20,000 votes. And that's significant in Alaska, but it's not very significant, to be honest with you.
Right, right. Who did she run against?
She ran against Tony Knowles, who had been governor. He'd already served 2 terms as governor, so he was very well known. And so people knew enough about him that they either supported what he'd done as governor and wanted him again, or they were mad at him for something he did while he was governor.
Right.
Whereas Palin, on the other hand, was a complete unknown.
Right.
There were no negative associations with her because she hadn't done anything.
Which is
She really got.
which is, you know, on some level a reason McCain may have chosen her also, in that, you know, outside, you know, yeah.
Did she enter the race in
But
Alaska
now, in the first
Late?
few years,
Late?
to my beauty and
you
win.
could point to a number of things, like she's a non-believer in climate change.
Right. She doesn't believe that human beings have affected the global warming problem.
See, somebody enters the race late.
Yeah, well,
I heard.
What happened?
They went off. That's right.
they went off?
I don't hear the sound. It was always on in the background.
They were disconnected by John McCain.
Apparently, we put up a picture of McCain, and that did it.
Race late, and then you know it's like a beauty factor. Surprise! Oh, she looks nice.
I don't. No, I find it sort of amazing that she beat an incumbent. But
The call got disconnected by Skype for some reason.
Are they calling back?
is that a Republican company?
That's them.
That's a ring. Boing.
That's a computer phone
Boing.
ring.
Boing.
Are you guys there?
Yeah,
You know, apparently the McCain-Palin campaign has heard about you being on the show.
They're cutting
I
wires.
think that's probably what happened.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. How do you like this? How do you like this lovely young man that we have a picture of? Look at this person that people are considering voting for.
Well, it sort of captures his volatile
That looks like Steve
and
Martin.
sophisticated demeanor a little bit, I think.
Yow.
You want that guy to have his finger on the red button?
I don't want. I wouldn't want him to go to dinner with Red Buttons when Red Buttons was alive.
And you know, if McCain had chosen, what the Palin pick shows to a lot of us is the spectacular lack of substance thing. If he had chosen Joe Lieberman or even known quantities, you know, but he got the construction.
We're not understanding one word. We're not understanding. We hear about 1 word out of 6 at the moment.
Right.
The Skype connection is they're screwing up the wires. McCain is pulling things, and Palin is hitting him in the head.
She's chewing on the wire.
They're doing bad things.
Call that number. Can we call you on that phone?
Yeah, why don't you call us at 212-604-9500.
All right, we're calling you right now.
All right, Skype go away.
Well, that was a grand Skype experiment. Skype this.
I heard when Skype went off, it went what? Blip, 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 blip.
All right, is that them?
No, not on 2.
No, there's 3.
Yeah, 3. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, much nicer.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, we were just saying that, or I was mentioning that, you know, if McCain and the party picking Palin to be the running mate really shows to us and a lot of people his spectacular lack of judgment. If he had chosen somebody like Joe Lieberman or even Colin Powell or even Condoleezza Rice, you would have known it was a known quantity. Not that I support much of what Condoleezza Rice believes in, but at least she's got experience, she's articulate, and we would have known what we were getting. With Palin, it's